Welcome back to TyNance with today the dividend update for May. In May I only received one dividend payment from ASML on the 6th of May. I held 4 shares in ASML and I received a dividend per share of €1.84, which comes down to a dividend before taxes of €7.36. After taxes, I received $7.15 in May of 2025, and that is due to the dividend payment of ASML. As you can see, in May of 2024, I received $63.91. So there's a big difference in the previous year and the dividends received this month in this year, and this is caused by me having a large position in Verizon last year and also a position in Starbucks. Both those companies paid me a dividend. Verizon was about $54 that month. So after I sold Starbucks and Verizon, I did buy ASML that is paying in May, but due to me not having any more dividend paying stocks this month is why the dividend is much lower this year in May than it was the previous year. As I already told you before, my goal is not necessarily to just invest into dividend stocks and get the highest yield. My goal is to grow my portfolio, and I will not necessarily buy dividend stocks because if I see growth stocks with a nice valuation that I think can return way more than a dividend stock, then I will definitely choose the growth stock over the dividend stock. So yeah, it's a worse month than May of 2024. But as I will keep increasing my portfolio value and as I will also increase dividend positions, at some point I will receive more dividends than before. So if we look at the year to date or the total return in dividends year to date, it is $295.66, which comes down to a monthly average after 5 months of $59.13, which is now lower than the monthly average of 2024. And like I said, that is mostly because I sold some good dividend payers and bought some other stocks in return. But as my portfolio value grows, the amount of dividends will also grow. Even though sometimes, like now, if I sell some dividend paying positions, the dividend in the short term could go down. Looking at the chart, I was on pace of surpassing my dividends received last year, but due to this dividend payment of only $7 in May, I'm now falling behind on schedule for that, and I could buy some more dividend stocks in the upcoming 6 or 7 months. And maybe I'm still able to surpass the dividends received last year then if I do better in the second half of this year. I do have a good reason, however, that if I do not surpass the dividends received of last year because I sold a lot of high yielding dividend stocks, and I took the profits and reinvested those into more growth related stocks or stocks with a lower dividend yield like ASML and Google, for example. So for now, I'm not too worried, and maybe we'll slightly surpass the dividends received last year, maybe not, but then it will happen next year. To substantiate this further, I can show you this table, which shows the companies that I hold that are paying me a dividend, the amount of shares I hold in the companies, the dividend per share, and how many times per year they pay out this dividend. and then the total amount of dividends received per year. If you look at the right, then you see that the total dividend before taxes, so all dividends together for a single year, would be $712.66, which is $605 after taxes. And this comes down to a projected dividend income of $50.48 at the moment. The previous month I bought some more PepsiCo, I bought some more Alphabet, and I also added started a position in United Health, which is also a dividend paying stock. So because I sold a lot of dividend paying stocks like Starbucks, Pfizer, and Verizon in the past 6 months, I lost a lot of my projected dividend income as I was not holding those high yield dividend stocks anymore. And the per month expected dividend income dropped to underneath $40 at the low. But since I added a lot of dividend stocks over the past 2 or 3 months, I would say, I am now back over $50. So it's going in the right direction. And if I can keep this up and keep increasing my projected dividend income, then eventually I will also make new all-time highs in dividends received. That's it for today. Note that this is not financial advice. Please like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.